Welcome to the English for You 2 channel.
Yesterday, Anna and her friend went to a new Italian restaurant in the city center. When they arrived, a waiter showed them to their table by the window. Anna looked at the menu and chose a pasta dish with tomato sauce and cheese. While they waited for their food, they talked about their plans for the holiday. The food was delicious, and they promised to come back to the restaurant soon. This morning, Lucas went to the supermarket to buy some groceries for the week. He wrote a shopping list, so he wouldn't forget anything important. At the store, he picked up bread, milk, eggs, fruits, and some vegetables. At the cash register, he realized he had forgotten his wallet at home. The cashier was kind and said he could leave the groceries and come back later to pay. On Saturday night, Maria and her family decided to watch a movie together in the living room. Her father made popcorn, and everyone found a comfortable place to sit. They chose a comedy because they wanted to laugh and relax after a busy week. During the movie, they laughed a lot and enjoyed spending time with each other. When the film ended, Maria thanked her parents for the wonderful evening. Last week, Pedro started to feel unwell and had a sore throat. His mother called the doctor and made an appointment for the next day. At the clinic, the doctor examined Pedro and asked him some questions about his symptoms. The doctor gave him some medicine and told him to rest and drink plenty of water. After a few days, Pedro felt much better and was able to go back to school. Emily and her brother want to visit their grandparents in the countryside during the summer vacation. They checked the train schedule online and bought tickets for next Friday. Their mother helped them pack their clothes, books, and some gifts for their grandparents. On the day of the trip, they woke up early, had breakfast quickly, and went to the station with their parents. They were very excited to spend some days in the countryside and play in nature. On Monday morning, Julia started her first day at her new job in a big company. She felt nervous but also excited because she wanted to do her best. Her manager introduced her to the team and showed her where her desk was. Julia listened carefully to the instructions and took notes so she wouldn't forget anything important. At lunchtime, her new colleagues invited her to eat with them, and she was happy to make new friends. Tom wanted to organize a surprise birthday party for his sister Clara. He asked their parents to help with the decorations and to bake a special cake. Tom invited Clara's best friends and told everyone to arrive before she got home. When Clara opened the door and saw everyone waiting, she couldn't believe it. She thanked her family and friends for the wonderful surprise and said it was her best birthday ever. Every evening after dinner, Kevin sits at his desk and prepares his homework for school. He starts by reviewing his notes from class and making a list of what he needs to do. If he finds any difficult exercises, he sends a message to a classmate to ask for help. Kevin usually finishes all his homework before 9 o'clock, so he has time to read a book before bed. He believes that studying a little every day helps him learn more and worry less before tests. Last Sunday, David and his parents decided to visit the city's art museum. They arrived early and bought tickets at the entrance. Inside the museum, they saw many beautiful paintings and interesting sculptures. David took pictures of his favorite works of art to show his friends at school. At the end of the visit, they went to the museum cafe for a snack and talked about what they liked most. On Tuesday afternoon, it started to rain heavily just as Sarah was leaving work. She didn't have an umbrella, so she waited inside the building until the rain got lighter. While waiting, she called her friend and talked about the movie they planned to watch that night. When the rain finally stopped, Sarah walked quickly to the bus stop so she wouldn't be late. She was happy to get home safely and relax with a warm cup of tea. On the first day of the new semester, all the students were excited to meet their new teacher. The teacher introduced herself and asked each student to say their name and one thing they liked to do. During the first lesson, they talked about their favorite hobbies and sports. After class, some students formed study groups to help each other with homework. Everybody left school that day feeling happy and ready for a new year of learning. Laura's cousins came to visit her family last weekend, and everyone was looking forward to it. They prepared the guest room and cooked a big meal to welcome their relatives. When the cousins arrived, there were hugs, laughter, and lots of stories to tell. The families spent the afternoon playing board games and going for a walk in the neighborhood. In the evening, everyone watched old home videos and remembered good times together. Carla packed her suitcase carefully because she was going to travel to another country for her vacation. Her parents drove her to the airport early in the morning to avoid traffic. At the check-in counter, Carla showed her passport and received her boarding pass. After passing through security, she bought a coffee and called her best friend to say goodbye. When the plane finally took off, Carla felt excited and a little nervous about her first international trip. Last Sunday, Mike's family visited the city zoo to see the new animals. They saw elephants, giraffes, monkeys, and colorful birds in large enclosures. Mike's little sister was amazed when a monkey jumped close to the glass to look at her. After lunch, they attended a show where sea lions showed tricks and played with balls. The family took many pictures that would remind them of this special day together. Yesterday, Felipe and his parents moved to a new apartment in another neighborhood. Early in the morning, they finished packing boxes with books, clothes, and kitchen things. The moving truck arrived at 8, and several helpers loaded everything carefully. In the afternoon, the whole family started organizing their new home and decorating each room. At night, they ordered pizza to celebrate their first dinner in the new apartment. One day, Sarah saw a small, lost dog outside her school and decided to help it. She took the dog to a nearby pet shop to check if it had a collar or microchip. A worker from the pet shop put up posters in the neighborhood to help find the owners. After 3 days, a family saw the poster and came to thank Sarah for saving their pet. Sarah was glad she had helped, and the family promised to visit her with the dog sometimes. Joao fell off his bike while riding in the park and hurt his arm. His friends quickly called his parents and helped him get up. At the hospital, a nurse put him in a wheelchair and took him to see the doctor. The doctor examined Joao's arm and said he would need a cast for a few weeks. Joao's parents thanked the doctor and promised to be more careful when riding bikes next time. Sylvia loves reading, so she was very happy when her mother took her to a big bookstore downtown. They spent more than an hour walking through the shelves and looking at different types of books. Sylvia chose a mystery novel and a book with funny stories for children. At the checkout, her mother bought Sylvia a special bookmark shaped like a cat. On the way home, Sylvia couldn't wait to start reading her new books. Next week, Raphael's class needs to make a presentation about different countries. Raphael chose to talk about Japan because he admires Japanese culture and technology. He spent several evenings searching for information on the internet and writing his notes. On the day of the presentation, Raphael was a little nervous but spoke clearly and showed pictures to the class. His classmates and teacher congratulated him for the great work and interesting facts.